Hello everyone, welcome to MMP-2K, a benchmark multi-label macro photography image quality assessment database. I'm speaker Chang. To start with, let me introduce some background information. Macrophotography is a specialized field for photography that captures objects at an extreme close range. It shows more tiny details in the image. MP is essential for scientific research, medical imaging, and fine detailed analysis, but it is highly sensitive to distortions. Here are some examples collected by us. For now, the community provides many generic IQA databases. Also, a macro-specific dataset is available, with 100 reference images and 800 artificial distorted images. But these are not enough. For those existing accurate datasets, they all focus on natural images with artificial distortions. There is a lack of large-scale, real-world macro content. What's more, they lack multi-label quality annotations. For the existing MP accurate datasets, we collect some examples here. Firstly, it's a small dataset with only 100 images. Also, the few distortions are artificially generated, and there is no location annotation about distortions. So we can see that there is no large-scale real-world microphotography accurate datasets. That's the motivation of conducting our work. Move to the main part, what we have done. Our dataset contains 2,000 macrophotographies. They were collected from 3 websites and sampled from the initial pool. All images are in uniform resolution. We provide multi-label annotations as example shown here. The main options score modes and distortion details showing for each image. The dataset is publicly available on GitHub and Hugging Face. Let's go more detailed to our work, starting with source image collection. All images were collected from Flickr, Unsplash, and Pixabay. The images were chosen with proper license and macro-related tag. After downloading all images, we manually filtered out those with inappropriate content, non-macro content, or low resolution. To ensure consistency, all images are downscaled to uniform size with central cropping. Finally, we got 15,700 images for the following study. For sampling, we did both quality sampling and content clustering. We used Concept 5012 for quality scores, and ResNet 15 was used with K-means for content feature clustering. After all the process, we did manually check again and get final 2000 diverse images. The reason why we did it is that we were trying to ensure the diversity in both quality and content. After collecting all images, we start our subject study with 2 steps. We did pilot study first with 11 participants and 72 images. Then the main study was conducted with 21 participants and all images. The pipelines are shown in the diagram here. More detailedly, pilot study contains three steps. First, the instructions are provided with explanations about the study and how to use the platform. Then, the data were collected. We removed outliers and capped those scores with PLCC more than 0.7. Those images with modes were used for training and test questions in the following study. Also, we asked for any suggestion for the platform. To ensure the basic user experience and data reliability. For the main study, the instruction was also given as a first step. After reading it, a training session was provided with 12 images. Then the main MMP-2K experiment was conducted. All users use 5-point ACR to rate each image as a convenient way. After all rating collected, two participants were invited to finish distortion annotations. The distortions are labeled with 5 type, 3 severities, and 14 positions. With the detailed information showing here, participants can choose one from each part. When all data were collected, outlier removal was also done in a religious way. Firstly, all participants passed the test question with more than 18% inaccuracy. This indicates that all participants were concentrated enough during the study. Then we checked the consistency and removed those with PLCC less than 0.7. 17 participants were marked as valid, and the modes were generated. The modes distribution appeared reasonable, indicating diverse image quality. Then we focused on generating the quality report. We designed the structure of the report with templates showing here. The overall description is based on the modes range, and each distortion annotation was structured as one sentence. There is how much, what distortion, in where. For example, this cat image with 42.65 rating. It is considered fair in quality, and the two distortions are labeled here. As there is a lack of BIQA methods designed for MP images, we select 11 deep learning-based generic BIQA methods to evaluate on MMP-2K. We can see the result is not good enough, taking top IQ as an example. It can only reach about 0.8 on MMP-2K datasets, but reach much higher on generic datasets. So, by observation, we can see that BIQA methods show a much worse performance on MP images. Existing SOTA BIQA methods are not applicable to MP images. So let me draw a conclusion for this project. we established MMP-2K, which is the first large-scale, real-world, multi-label macrophotography image quality assessment dataset. We enable a reliable subjective quality assessment and multi-label annotations. We ensure the data reliability using religious validation procedures. We found the limitation of existing IQA methods on macrophotography. As additional information, since this work involved human participants or animals, the project was approved by the School of Science and Engineering Research Ethical Committees of the University of Dundee. And you can get all information on GitHub and Hugging Face. We are happy to receive your email with any relevant questions. That's all about our work. Thank you for your attention.